Oh, that would be so cool.
Oh, I would love that. Wandavision finale week is upon us, people, so our week continues by covering people's theories and such to see what comes true, because that's part of the fun of the game for us and a lot of Marvel fans as well. So today we will continue with Warren from Cosmic Wonder, my friend and future housemate. Wandavision, Episode 9, Doctor Strange, Scarlet Witch, Chaos Magic. He's been killing it on his channel. If you guys want more Marvel content, follow him. He mainly does Marvel. He's constantly up to date with all the latest jazz out there, and he gives me the heads up on things. He's a great guy. I love him. I love you, Warren.
Loves you more than me.
Yes.
What's going on, everybody? It's Warren. Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder, where we talk all things Marvel and everything relating to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And yesterday we got WandaVision Episode 8. Only one more WandaVision
this video came out a few days ago.
The series ends. And although they've revealed a lot about WandaVision in the past couple of episodes, there's still a lot that needs to happen. And right now, with a combination of theories, leaks, and simple predictions, we could probably narrow down a few things that have to happen in WandaVision Episode 9, the grand finale.
See.
But if you have not seen WandaVision Episode 8 or any of the episodes before it, this is your spoiler warning. You should probably click away now unless you don't care. And of course, if you're new and you love Marvel, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the latest videos. So the first thing that we need to address is the fact that White Vision, Ghost Vision, Grey Vision, whatever you want to call him, the version from the West Coast Avengers Vision, is now in WandaVision. And it's very clear now that the Vision that Wanda created, her Vision, is going to have to fight Hayward's Vision. So we're going to have Paul Bettany acting with himself in an episode. So we have to talk about that secret cameo that Paul Bettany was teasing. Could this actually be himself? This actor that he said he's always wanted to work with, that he's had really good chemistry with, that he worked very well with on the set. Could it actually just be himself? Could he be trolling us?
You know what's funny is, like, I made a joke right when the episode was done about that.
Yeah.
And I love how some people are actually going out there. Did he really mean himself? Like, guys, come on, no way. That's just silly to me. But if it's true, that's hilarious.
It's true, I would love
that's
it.
hilarious. I love a good troll. That would be hilarious.
Could he be trolling us? There is a chance, and if that's the case, I'm going to be pretty upset, but also at the same time, pretty funny move by Paul.
Yeah.
However, let's not forget that Elizabeth Olsen did confirm that there is going to be indeed a huge cameo from somebody. And we haven't seen the engineer yet. So a big cameo is going to be coming, and a final huge fight is going to be coming, of course, as well. And one thing that's going to happen that seems to be kind of obvious at this point is that Wanda is going to have to kill Vision all over again. Hayward's new version of Vision is essentially Ultron, and Ultron is pretty much now a puppet for Hayward. It's almost like he has a remote control Vision to kind of do whatever he wants. And right now, he hates Wanda. He even lied about her breaking into the facility to kidnap Vision's body, which of course we found out in the last episode is absolutely not true. Wanda was actually pretty civil about the whole entire thing. She went in, said goodbye to Vision, and left without harming anybody. But Hayward, being the director of SWORD, the sentient weapon observation response division, kept his body and created from him a sentient weapon. And there's no doubt that he is going to send this weapon, this version of Vision, after Wanda, who is responsible for taking over these people and the city of Westview. Now, Wanda is going to have her family with her, but just judging by the way that everything's been happening for Wanda, all of the trauma that she's had to face during her life, it's most likely going to be her that's going to have to kill this version of Vision, kind of reliving her pain all over again. And then, of course, there's a possibility that the actual Vision that Wanda created will not make it out of the reality. This Vision won't survive either. We have seen him outside of the Hex, and it doesn't seem like he is allowed to leave, and it seems like if he stays outside of the Hex, he will in fact die. And I definitely think it's safe to assume that WandaVision is going to end with the Hex disappearing. So it's not only looking like one Vision is going to die, but both Visions are going to die. But
You see, this is what's fun about this, is that we just watched a new Rockstars video where the main theory, they'd be slapping them together, right? You know,
that means putting the soul back in the body.
Yeah. And then this one from Warren is talking about how they'll be having to fight each other, or Wanda will most likely have to live her trauma again after killing Vision, watching Vision die by the hands of Thanos, and then having to kill this new Vision. I could see a scenario where Wanda does have to take out the sentient weapon Vision, the White Vision. I think it would be more climactic if it was Scarlet Witch's Vision having to take on the White Vision.
Yeah,
that's the one I personally want.
Yeah.
Because there was in episode 7 when he's talking with Darcy in the funnel cake truck or something about what is my identity. I was programmed from Ultron, and then for him to come face to face with the thing that he was ultimately designed to be, the White Vision.
Yeah.
I think that would just make for a better arc for Vision overall.
Oh yeah, and something based off of the exact thing he didn't want to have happen, you know, coming to life right before his eyes, you know.
We'll see. I mean,
Take that grief knife
all
even
these
further in.
That's why I love these theories, because they're like, which one's it going to be?
But the same can't be said for Wanda's children. She didn't actually create them with her magic, well, sort of, but she actually birthed them. She actually became pregnant and had her kids. And of course, we know that the Young Avengers are coming, so it would make sense that Billy and Tommy, or Wiccan and Speed, would be a part of the Young Avengers, therefore it would make sense that they would survive. And again, Wanda didn't simply create them like she did Vision, she actually had them. So they could probably survive outside of the Hex since they are actually real humans. Or they could technically be mutants. And speaking of mutants, we still have Evan Peters' Fox version of Quicksilver.
Yes.
What is the deal?
We didn't see him in episode 8. The last time that we saw him was episode 7 in the post-credit scene where he had Monica Rambeau. Now, of course, Agatha Harkness revealed that she was possessing this person in order to obtain information from Wanda to figure out how she created everything, how she cast so many spells at once and had thousands of people under control. So he is an actual person, he isn't a creation of her. And since we're about to dive into the multiverse of madness, he very well could be the Quicksilver from the Fox universe.
He has to be.
Vision has the power to awaken him. He has the power to take him out of Agatha's spell. And if he does so, that would probably mean that since Agatha is the one that hexed him, he would be fighting alongside Wanda, Vision, and of course her twins. And that brings us to the final battle. There are going...
I would love that. And if they actually did some type of tribute to the X-Men movies with, you know, like the Evan Peters famous
one of those slow-mo
saving
sequences.
scenes. Yeah. Oh, that would be so cool. I would love that.
Yes, I would love to see Pietro actually team up, especially
Yeah,
after
that'd be cool.
all of the, like, he's not your uncle, like, to have some redemption there would be sweet.
Yeah, because it's kind of messed up. You just take Quicksilver, the best part of the X-Men movies, as of late, and then you throw him over here and just make him a bad guy.
And that brings us to the final battle. There are going to be a lot of people involved in this battle. Now, before the post-credit scene of WandaVision episode 8, we assumed that it was going to be Wanda, Vision, her twin boys, Wiccan and Speed, Monica Rambeau with her new powers, making her Photon or Spectrum, an awakened Quicksilver fighting
We're gonna
along
get
with the team,
such an
all
epic
against
battle. I
Agatha
forgot about
Harkness.
that.
But now we know that Hayward's Vision is going to be joining the picture as well. And we know that this Vision is going to go after Wanda, but is this Vision also going to go after Agatha, or is Agatha going to have some sort of an ally in this battle? Vision versus Vision seems indefinite at this point in time, so maybe when the two Visions are fighting, Agatha will be fighting Wanda, her twins, Quicksilver, and Monica at the same time.
Jesus.
However, I do have a theory about Agatha Harkness that could take us in a different direction.
What's
Perhaps
that?
she's not actually bad. In WandaVision, she doesn't really seem to be doing everything that she's doing because she's evil. She actually seems to be doing everything because she's scared. Now, when we had Agatha's little theme song stating that she was behind everything, she wasn't actually responsible for creating this reality and controlling the people. Yes, she did influence some events that have happened, but she didn't start it all. And the reason that she did influence some events that happened is because she wanted to figure out how Wanda started it all. Agatha came to Westview because she sensed the spells that Wanda cast, and she wanted to know who cast these spells, who was responsible for all of this power, for controlling all these people.
Look. I'm gonna interrupt this right away. There's one thing my mind goes to when saying that she's maybe not bad. It's the final moment of the Agatha All Along song, where she looks at the camera, says, I killed Sparky
too.
and laughs maniacally.
That's a fair point.
That's a villain.
That's an
okay?
evil
That's
thing
just, that's all I'm gonna say.
Scared Agatha because she knew what this was. She knew that it was an extremely powerful being. She came to Westview, realized it was Wanda who did everything, but wanted to know how she did it. She wanted to know how she was this powerful. And then in the last episode of WandaVision, she finally realized how she did it. She realized that Wanda is a Scarlet Witch and she has chaos magic, and this scares Agatha. So Agatha seems to be approaching Wanda and everything that has happened not from an evil side, but a curious side, which then eventually led into a scared side. So it could be possible that Agatha isn't actually bad, she just fears Wanda for what she is, a Scarlet Witch. So perhaps if she finds out that Wanda can indeed be good, kind of like Agatha's mother told her during the Salem witch trials, perhaps Agatha could actually be friends with Wanda and let her live, especially if she has some type of mentor or coach, which is where the next theory comes in, that Doctor Strange is going to show up at the end of WandaVision. Paul Bettany said that the final battle of WandaVision is going to have more CGI than Avengers Endgame had. And if you consider the fact that there are two witches going to fight each other and a junior witch, Wiccan, who will most likely be involved somewhat in the fight, we can assume that there's going to be a lot of magic involved in this final fight, which would require that CGI. And there's no way a huge final magical battle is going to go down without Doctor Strange sensing this. Agatha Harkness picked up on the magic that was going on.
Okay, but I'm just curious how he would show up, because it might be a little bit of a repeat beat if it's like sling rings again.
On your left. Yeah.
Well, Falcon and Winter Soldier show up.
Everyone from Endgame
setting up the show.
Yeah. And Tobey Maguire. Part of me wonders if maybe that means there will be just like tons and tons of reality warping or stuff like that, because I think of Endgame and I'm like, well, okay, you kind of, for the climactic battle, have one setting. Maybe this will be a reality warp, like everything shifting and changing.
Yeah, kind of like an extreme version of what was happening in episode 7 when Wanda was starting to break.
And maybe it'll go even more surreal, like some of those, nightmarish hallucination sequences like we've seen in Spider-Man and other movies, Doctor Strange.
I don't think it means as many quantity of characters.
Maybe
which is what I think a lot of us go to.
Yeah, because you wouldn't need to CG all of the characters.
Agatha Harkness picked up on the magic that was going on in Westview, and granted, she is a lot older than Doctor Strange is and a lot more experienced. We can still assume that Doctor Strange will eventually pick up on the magic that is happening. After all, it is Doctor Strange's responsibility to protect this reality that the main MCU is in. He stated that in Avengers Infinity War when he told Tony Stark. Which brings us to the final theory that at the end of WandaVision, Wanda will go with Doctor Strange. Now, this is in fact confirmed. Plausible. The president of Marvel Studios has already told us that WandaVision will tie directly into Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and Wanda is going to be one of the main characters.
After Magneto and Professor X show up and take her.
That's right. Doctor Strange gotta get her back.
His job was protecting the reality, and it's now revealed that Wanda has reality warping powers, chaos magic, and this is not good for Doctor Strange, who tries to protect reality. So this has to be the key of why Doctor Strange actually takes Wanda under his wing.
You know, it'd be cool if Mordo shows up.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Mordo shows up after the events of Doctor Strange, the post-credit scene.
Yeah.
I forgot what his exact line was. Too many sorcerers or something like that.
Something like that.
If he showed up,
oh my goodness, what if that's
that'd be crazy?
That's almost, if we're getting the cadence right, that's almost like No More Mutants.
Actually, in some ways, that would make more sense. It wouldn't be like a Luke Skywalker level cameo, but it would make sense.
And then it's like Doctor Strange isn't here necessarily to like recruit or wrangle Wanda. It's like no, come back from the dark side.
He needs her to learn how to control this reality warping magic so it doesn't actually affect their reality. He can't have Wanda being a threat to the universe, so he takes her under his wing. However, I still think that her chaos magic comes from the elder demon god Cthulhu. I believe that just like in the comics, he marked her, therefore giving her part of his chaos magic. And I think that this could be the main villain of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Now, just to address one final thing that I've been hearing a lot of theories about.
All you theorists keep switching around who the big baddie is. For Mephisto, Nightmare, now Cthulhu.
Reaper.
God.
The theory that Hayward is actually Ultron. It is a great theory, however, I don't believe this to be true. I think he's just a jerk. I think he's afraid of superpowered individuals, which is why he wanted to use Vision's body to essentially create an Ultron that he can control, but I do not think that he himself is Ultron. But we'll find out in less than a week now. In the meantime, let me know what you think about about all these theories
Follow
and leaks in
him.
the comments down below, and let me know what you think is going to happen in the final episode of WandaVision. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the latest WandaVision news. Give the video a like, and for live updates, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.
I think the one thing all the theorists seem to be agreeing on, because everyone's like, what if Hayward's this? What if Hayward's this? And every YouTuber's like, nah, he's just a dick.
He's just a government dick.
He's just a dick. One thing that we got some crap on about how we were all for the plausibility of that Wanda does indeed have mutant DNA based off the fact of her powers from birth, but a lot of people are like, no, she has magic. She's a witch. It's not mutant. But I'm like, how then could Pietro survive the Hydra test? How could he then develop super speed?
Yeah.
I mean, if everyone else died and he's not a witch, doesn't have magic, unless that's what they're gonna say for him. But I don't think they're gonna say that for him.
I don't get the sense.
So I think like the witch thing, maybe they actually thought like, oh, the witch stuff is actually mutant DNA. The way how we have like concluded awful things about people before.
The way, yeah, any gene you don't
You must be something
understand or any
demonic.
person different from you must be sign of the
You
devil.
must be Antichrist.
Yes,
Yeah.
you must be witchcraft, burn her.
Well, that was a fun one.
Yeah,
that was a
it was
really
a lot
fun
of
one. A lot of good information there. Warren, proud of all these videos you've been doing. I've been enjoying your theories and Brad. But I listen and watch a lot of them on my own time. But I was like, it's been a while, man. It's a finale week. We got to cover at least one Cosmic Wonder video. Guys, subscribe to Cosmic Wonder if you haven't done so already. Subscribe to us. Click that notification bell to get notified when our reaction for WandaVision finale is up. Hit that like button. Last but not least, Lance Dorr. Where the hell are you? Haven't heard from you in so long.
It's hard to get a vision of you. Ha ha ha. No? No
No,
show
no,
puns?
sure. Why not? We got nothing to work with, considering the fact
Jeez,
that
Lance
hasn't been talking to us. What I will say is this: even though you haven't been talking to us, glad you've kept that pledge alive.
That's right. It's like talking. It's more effective than
I mean, I might say all these things about like, where have you been? I want to talk with you, but hey, as long as your pledge is still active, do we really need to talk?
talking. We don't need to talk. We don't need to discuss this again.
Unless I see you lower that pledge, and I'm like,
Whoa, Lance.
whoa, hey
You okay?
buddy, how you
You-
doing?
is
Good to
everything
catch
all right?
up with you.
You need me to do anything? You need to talk? You okay?
It's all right. You won't see this, so I can say whatever I want. Your daughter's really my daughter.